it's kind of funny, like two of the things I get most excited to do is like go buy good food and then like cook good food, and then obviously eat good food. So, you know, women, I know a lot of women like to go shoe shopping. You know, I like to go produce shopping. I know it's kind of silly, but I really enjoy cooking at my house. It's kind of relaxing. You get a nice reward at the end of your hard work. Plus, I completely control what I put in my body, you know? It's funny because, like, a lot of people just have the premonition that, like, oh, you're a vegetarian, so you eat, like, you know, salads. You know, you eat lettuce and carrots. I'm not a rabbit, I'm a vegetarian, you know? I like to eat other things than just lettuce and carrots and celery. You know, I'm not saying that all the things I do is going to be some magic concoction that's going to make me live to be 105. I mean, you know, how my grandpa smokes cigars and drinks Southern Comfort, eats chocolate-covered cherries, and he's, you know, in his late 80s, and he takes no medication whatsoever. And so there's no, you know, there's no secret formula, but I just think that for me, you know, we as society, we put so much importance on our outer appearance, you know, as far as cosmetics or the surgeries people have done, enhance their lips or their breasts, or, you know, to get rid of the wrinkles in their forehead, or put hair where they used to have some but they don't anymore. We put all this money and all this time and all this effort into the outside appearance, and I think a lot of people think very little about what they put inside their body every day. My whole life, I've surprised people. You know, when nobody thought I could get the job done, when everyone thought this is going to be the test he's not going to pass, I aced it. And Destination X, Bobby Roode, I said it once and I'm going to say it again, you've never faced anybody like me. You can't out-wrestle me. You can't outthink me. You can't be more physical than me. And also, and I know this is the one thing that you always hold in your back pocket, you're not going to out-cheat me because, hey, I'll bend the rules just like you will. So I hope that you're spending all your money, all your time, strategizing of a way to defeat Austin Aries. But even if you are, and even if you do think of that plan, then I got you one up there too. I don't plan on letting this opportunity slip away. I don't plan on letting this opportunity get away from me, because you don't always get a second chance. But you see, I was given a second chance, and I'm going to make sure that I make the most out of it. And it's going to be at your expense. Say it pays to be rude. Say it pays to be great. Yeah, you know, about a year ago, I was kind of at a crossroads, you know. I felt like I had kind of reached a plateau in my career, you know. I wasn't really getting the opportunities on the stages that I felt I deserved. I wasn't really making the money that was befitting as someone of my caliber, someone of my experience level. And, you know, at a certain point, you got to step back and kind of reevaluate career choices, life, all those types of things. And, you know, I just didn't want to feel like I was a prisoner to the business. I wanted to make sure, and it's gotten me in trouble sometimes, that I've always tried to do things on my terms. And, you know, so I made a decision to step away from wrestling. You know, I wasn't happy with how things were going for me, so I thought maybe if I, you know, took a few steps away, kind of get a new perspective, focus my energy somewhere else, that would have been the best thing for me. So I didn't really tell anybody. I kept it kind of quiet. I wasn't going to make any big announcements about it. You know, it was more of a personal decision. And really coming to grips with the fact that, all right, something I've been doing for 10 years, that this is my profession, it's my job, and something I'm proud to do, and never really thought outside of that, you know. But made a decision to go to, and I was planning to go to a vegetarian culinary school. There's a couple of prestigious ones in the country, ones in New York City, ones down in Austin, Texas, and visited the campuses and looked around and was making a decision on which one I wanted to attend. And 4 whole days into my glorious retirement, I got a call from TNA, and they said, hey, we're gonna be doing this Destination X thing, little tournament, give a guy a contract. Would you be interested in coming in for a match? figure, well, what the hell? What's one more payday, right?
Wow, what an amazing year it's been for Austin Aries. It was at Destination X 2011 when he officially returned, gained his contract with TNA and Impact Wrestling, and now fast forward a year ahead, totally dominating the X Division. Longest reigning X Division champion in history. It's been a pretty darn good 12 months for A-Double.
You know, first and foremost, and I firmly believe this, I don't think anybody who made the decision to give Austin Aries a chance in the Destination X gauntlet, so to speak, the tournament that they were having, I don't think anybody who made that decision expected me to be there more than that one time. In fact, I know that for a fact. They thought I'd come in, I'd do my thing, and that'd probably be the last they'd see of me. It was more of a nostalgia thing, right? I mean, let's be honest, my last time here, you know, it had some, you know, some bumpy roads a little bit. You know, there was a perception of me, my demeanor, whatever you want to say. But I know for a fact that they thought that Austin Aries was going to come, he was going to do his thing, and he'd leave, and that'd be the last they'd ever hear of him. But I knew different. See, I came back here this second time, or actually the third time now, third time's the charm, and I had nothing to lose. There were no expectations other than the ones I had for myself, but I'd already made the decision to walk away from wrestling. So I didn't feel a sense of pressure. I didn't really feel anything other than just excited to get the opportunity to go out there and show everyone exactly the caliber of talent I am. And so that's pretty much what I did. I went out there and just, when you're free, when you don't feel like you're a prisoner, when you don't feel like, I gotta absolutely do this right or my life depends on it. You know, when you don't have that feeling, when you're able to just go out there and do what you do better than anybody else, well, that's when magic happens. That's when greatness rises to the occasion. That's when guys take a small opportunity, a foot in the door, and they kick it open. That's what I did. I kicked the door off the damn hinges, you know? And then all of a sudden I said, what the hell are we gonna do now? This Austin Aries cat's for real. We gotta do something with him, man. Well, let's give him another opportunity, see what he does with this one. So they teed up another one for me, took a swing, and knocked it out of the park. Next thing I knew, I had a contract. And I remember that, yeah. I just won the finals of the tournament to secure my contract here at Impact Wrestling. And Dixie Carter walked up to me and she said, "This is a big night for you, congratulations." And I looked at her and I said, "Dixie, it's a big night for the company. Congratulations to you."
You know, I'm the type that once I make a decision to bring somebody back, the past is the past, and I let that go and just focus on where that person is right now. And, you know, he's been a consummate professional. Obviously in front of the camera, he's been great, but backstage, from the way he looks to the way he carries himself, he's just been a total pro.
In life, timing's everything, you know? And my first go around here, the timing wasn't right. You know, I walked into this company and I was watching AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe in the X Division tearing down the house every night. You know, stealing the show every night. And when I walked in this company, honestly, I looked at the management and I said, I belong with those guys. Interject me into that trio. Create some fresh matchups. I'm at their level. I can get in the ring with those guys and compete at their level. I had no doubt about it. Unfortunately, the company didn't see that in me. There's been people who've pointed out I'm not the biggest guy on the block. And believe it or not, I've actually been that way my whole life. I wasn't like some 5'8", 6-year-old who stopped growing. I've always been a little bit on the short side. And when you're a little bit on the short side, especially in this country where everything is bigger is better, there's a lot of people who think simply because their stature is larger that somehow that puts them on a pedestal to be a better person than you.
You called me out. And when you called me out, you picked on the one and only thing you could. The one and only thing every big, bad, unoriginal bully's ever called me out on. My size.
And at an early age, I realized you can let people walk all over you, or the minute they try, you can smack them in the mouth and see if they still think they're as tough as they think they are.
You want to talk about size? You want to talk about I take craps bigger than you? You want to talk about I eat chicken wings bigger than you? Yeah, that's pretty funny. But you know what's real funny? I actually believe it. I believe you have taken craps bigger than me. I believe you have eaten chicken wings bigger than me, because in case you forgot, you spent most of your career not as Bully Ray, as Blubber Ray, a big, fat, pasty poster boy for all-you-can-eat buffets and type 2 diabetes.
So, yeah, I've had a chip on my shoulder for a long time. Some people call it the Napoleon complex. So if I feel like you're talking down to me, if I feel like you're condescending to me, if I feel like you're not showing me respect, then my defense systems go up really quickly, and you find out that I'm not the type of person who rolls like that. I don't give a if you're 7'5". You know, we're all men at the end of the day. All I've ever wanted is give me an opportunity, give me some rope. I'm either gonna climb or I'm gonna hang myself. But I'll put all the money I have in the world on the fact that I'm gonna climb. And if you give me a little more rope, I'm gonna keep climbing. If you give me a little more rope, I'm gonna keep climbing until I'm at the top. And the top right now is Bobby Roode, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And Bobby, unfortunately for you, I've got some rope and I'm climbing right at you, and I don't think you're gonna be able to stop me.